Hello, welcome to the show. I'll be your host, Quentin. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Zero. Great to have you here on the show today.
Glad to be here, Quentin. I'm just glad I'm not considered worthless.
No, you're certainly not. So, Mr. Zero, please tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I was first thought of by the Sumerians, whom you may better know as the Mesopotamians. During this time, I was used to keep track of their livestock.
The civilization of Sumer started writing about 2500 BCE. So that means you are...
Older than I'd like to admit.
The way,
The way I was used during this time was as a placeholder for other numbers, which you can imagine was a lot of waiting in lines.
So, what were some of the first civilizations you were used by?
I was used in many different civilizations. Some of the more notable were the Babylonians, Egyptians, and throughout the Middle East. During this time, I had to work quite hard to make a name for myself. Now when I go to parties, I have an actual place card, instead of just a blank one.
So after your time in the Middle East, where else did you travel?
After the Middle East, I decided to go west and explore Europe. During my time there, I helped with everything from addition to subtraction. Yet to this day, I can't divide my attention away from my projects.
Who might some of the specific people that you've worked with be?
I have worked with many notable people throughout the centuries, some of which are Sir Isaac Newton, Leibniz, Albert Einstein, and Stephen Hawking. When working with Newton and Leibniz, I helped discover and start the mathematical process of calculus, which led to many discoveries in the field of physics. I helped Albert Einstein in his discovery of atomic theory, and which is still used today.
Wow, those are quite the colleagues to work with. So I must ask now, which was your favorite to work with? Which did you hate?
I enjoyed working with Albert Einstein. Every day in the office was different, and Sir Isaac Newton was the worst. He was very hard-headed.
Well, when I become a mathematician, I would listen to your input, but that will not happen until the moon turns bright red and it starts to orbit Venus. Well, that's all the time we have today, so we are going to have to say goodbye.
Bye.